walk you through how we have our things stored for processing orders. At this first slide out layer here, we have got some of our earring posts ready for adding gemstone pendants that we're going to put on there for any orders that come through. We have some back stock of rings that are separated into their bags to keep tarnishing at a minimum. Stickers are branded stickers that are for placing onto packaging. We do typically have this covered so that sunlight and any potential damaging things don't have access to the jewelry. Bringing down to our next row, we have almost all of our necklace pendants. These are a mixture of pieces that we have either sourced over the years to bring into different designs and different pieces that we are working on. We try to do a good balance of finding really interesting 14 karat gold filled pieces while also putting our own spin on things and mixing with things that are completely done in-house. We have these pretty much organized just by collection and when they were released, as well as a few things that haven't been released yet. They all have their own little sections in here, and we also keep them away from the light just to make sure that there's no potential risks of tarnishing. Down here we have our chains. Now we're going to tackle most of this today. As you can see, some of these are pretty well packaged and stored in here around their cards, but we want to work on sectioning these out a little bit better, getting them pulled onto their cards. While we're making and designing, sometimes it can get a little crazy, which makes it hard to keep everything where they came from. It's always easier than going back to it to be able to know just how much of each that we have. All of our pieces we do keep in these anti-tarnish bags. These are pretty crucial. Even with 14 karat gold filled pieces, there is a lot of talk of them being water resistant, sweat resistant, all of those things, which is true, definitely more than a gold plated item, but they are still going to tarnish eventually if they're not cared for properly. A big piece of caring for them properly is keeping them in things like this, like anti-tarnish bags, and making sure that they're being polished regularly and cared for. So that's mostly what we're tackling today, getting the chain drawer reset, just so we're not over-sourcing materials. We do keep pieces that we've used for previous shoots or styling purposes, things like that that have been worn before or exposed to water elements, as we've done a lot of shoots in Hawaii, California, a lot of contact with ocean, pools, stuff like that. We keep those separate just for our own memory purposes, but also just in case we want to reshoot any items or bring back anything that we had before, and we need those pieces easily accessible. Jumping in real quick to mention, these cards are fantastic for travel and storing jewelry on the go. They can hold up to 3 pieces dependent on size, and you can get them for next to nothing online. I recommend putting the pendant face up, both sides through that end holder. Just wrap around gently, secure the end one more time, and then you're good to go.